That's it.
And I think that is the one thing that, unfortunately, big pharma is afraid of. Like, they don't want us to become our own advocate. They don't want us to become, knowledgeable. They want us to just rely on these things. For me, there was a doctor I was seeing out in LA, and I have endometriosis. And she is a very well-known doctor. She doesn't accept insurance. And I'm like, why is that? And she's like, 'cause I refuse to follow their protocol. And she was like, you have an opioid crisis amongst endometriosis patients, and that's because insurance tells you, all right, prescribe pain medicine first. Yeah. And she's like, I don't want to do that. I want to get to the root of it before I do that.
Insurance is one of the reasons why people are so sick. Yeah. And it's because they're dictating what doctors can prescribe. They literally will tell a doctor, because of this insurance, you have to prescribe this, even if there's a medication that's better for a specific patient. Or you can only see this patient for 15 minutes for over the next 3 months. So like, just me doing an intake, it takes probably an hour.
Yeah.
Me explaining and empowering you about your blood work, it takes 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
So from an insurance standpoint, like, we want to actually do a physical exam. We want to do a neurological exam. We want to explain your blood work. We want to empower you. We might see you 30 times over the course of a year. Insurance doesn't cover that. She was a high elite athlete. And I heard that she was saving up to come to Red River. Yeah, it was absolutely heartbreaking. So we just gave her a free treatment plan, and now she is killing it. She is so educated. She feels 100% better. Her quality of life is way better. But this is like our everyday patient. This is who we see all the time, every day.
And what does a treatment plan, what are the ranges that a treatment plan can cost someone?
Well, for us, it really depends. It depends on how severe they are and what they do. For us, it could range anywhere from like $4,000 all the way to $8,000, depending on how many tests we have to do, how long it's going to be, what it's going to look like. But to give you an idea, let me just kind of do like a comparison, okay? Yeah. So let's say thyroid. We just talked about thyroid. Yeah. Here's a patient in the conventional model that's going to a doctor. They get put on thyroid medication. And then guess what else they get treated for? Or guess what else? Guess what the other treatments are?
I don't know. That was a shock to me. So what about the toxic load that we're consuming? What is it doing to our bodies?
We're exposed to so many more things than we were even 30 years ago, right? And like you said, microplastics are pretty much everywhere. We're constantly surrounded with things that jack up our hormones, that end up causing problems with our blood sugar levels, that end up causing inflammation within our body. And so doing all that we can to minimize those exposures is really important. Just receipts, for example, or plastic that's heated up, whether in a microwave or outside, just avoiding those types of things could be huge for us. But on top of that, there's things that you can do to improve what's called your immune resilience. And so if you do things to help improve inflammation and improve detoxification, just that alone will allow you to be more around that stuff without having negative effects. If you have poor detoxification, if you have high inflammation, if you have higher stress, higher issues like that, and you surround yourself with that, then you're setting yourself up for a nightmare for sure.
You're setting yourself up for failure.